Quick story time. I have a friend whose name is Andre. Andre has a good job, but Andre's always tired. And it's not that he's not capable, it's tired because every day to him feels the same. Andre goes to work, does what needs to be done, comes home and sits with the same thought. There has to be more than this. Now, the problem was that every time he thought about doing something, his mind would shut it down. And he would say, like, what if I leave too soon? What if I try something new and it fails? What if I walk away from stability and regret it, right? And then after a while, he wasn't just confused. Andre was stuck. Now, one evening, Andre called me and said, you know what, Kimani, I keep thinking about making a change, but every time I do, my mind goes into 10 different directions. At that moment, I told him, I said, Andre, let's slow down for a second. I want you to grab a sheet of paper. And so he did. And I said, at the top of the page, write this question: what is true right now? And he wrote it down. Then I told him, under that, I want you to write only facts. Not fears, not what if, just facts. So he sat there for a minute and then started writing. And he said, my job pays the bill. True. I'm grateful for what I have. True. I'm no longer excited about this work. I keep thinking about doing something more aligned with what I want. And I have not taken one real step towards anything different. Then I said to Andre, good, now write this question underneath it. What story have I been telling myself? This time he answered faster and wrote that it's too late, that I'll mess up a good thing, that I need to have the whole plan before I make one move. I said, okay, now let's look at both sections. One is truth and one is fear. Which one has been making your decisions? Y'all, he got quiet. Then he laughed a little and said, Kimani, easily it's the fear. And that was a moment that I was looking for. Not because Andre had his whole life figured out, but because he could finally see the difference between what was real and what had just been running in his head. So I asked him one last question. What is one step you can take this week based on what is true? So he thought about it, then said, you know what? I can reach out to someone who already works in the field I keep thinking about. And then he did. You know, that one conversation gave him more clarity than all overthinking had ever had. And the crazy thing is, this exercise that I walked Andre through is one of the practical tools in Think, Speak, and Manifest, my new book that helps you break the thought patterns holding you back and take control of your life. Now, I know you might not be Andre, but there may be something in your life that feels off, and instead of facing it, you've been letting fear tell the story. So if that's you, this book was written for you in mind. Think, Speak, Manifest. Break the thought patterns holding you back and take control of your life.